All right, today is going to be a story of contradiction, deception, propaganda, and an explanation. And this is your favorite half Chinese. Let's just listen to President Trump.
Find out if it happens. And he understands the answer to that.
Why not say
It
it?
never even came up yesterday as a subject. He never brought it up.
And Trump is talking about this. Trump said Taiwan never came up in the meeting with China Xi. It's really weird. China Xi. Why don't they just say President Xi Jinping? Right? That's already weird. But they're making it like a propaganda. It's a very, very deceptive way to talk about another. But here he says, Trump says China Xi has assured him that he won't take action on Taiwan during Republicans' term. But we all heard him say, right, he never brought it up. Let's
Find out
listen.
if it happens. And he understands the answer to that.
Why not say
It
it?
never even came up yesterday as a subject. He never brought it up.
He never brought it up. So what is actually the truth between the two, right? So let's see what the truth is. Trump says China Xi has assured him that he won't take action on Taiwan during a Republican's term. I guarantee you that President Xi Jinping would have never even said that. What's the truth here? Well, this part could be the truth. The rest is just BS. It's just BS. It's strong talk, like he's the tough guy, you know. He always want to look like a tough guy. He doesn't want to look like a civilized person because he doesn't know how to. He thinks being a tough guy because probably he was growing up with mob bosses from New York as a real estater. Anyway, why would I say that Trump said this never came up, that should be the truth? The reason for it is very simple. This is the map of the Republic of China, not the People's Republic of China, but the Republic of China. What is the Republic of China? This is the Republic of China from their own official website. The Republic of China, between brackets, Taiwan, which means the Republic of China, province Taiwan. All right? And this is their claim. And as you can see, it's the whole entire mainland and more. And in the South China Sea, it is 2 dashes more, not 9 dash line like the People's Republic of China, but 11 dash line. But we're not talking about that today. So if you can see right here, then you would like think how there all of a sudden is 2 Chinas, as you have discovered. So what is going on here? Well, officially, China is still in a civil war. The only difference with back then and right today is it is more or less a cold civil war. They're not shooting at each other anymore for like 40, 50 years. So why would I say Taiwan never came up is the truth and the rest is BS? Because literally, as we can see on the map, both parties agree upon that the issue of Taiwan is an internal affair. As you can see, the People's Republic of China, the province of Taiwan, claims the entire mainland also as theirs, which makes everything what happens here also their internal affairs. And that also makes everything what happens here on the little island Taiwan also their affairs of the mainland. And that is exactly why President Xi Jinping would never bring it up. China is one of the only or one of the few real sovereign nations who has their own media not infiltrated by the CIA, who has their own means of production not seized by the capitalist of the United States, who is having their own army not dependent on weapons from the USA and the West. That is why it is a sovereign nation. It can solely depend on itself. So for them to discuss their internal affairs with the United States just does not make any sense. The United States is not viewed like somebody or a nation that can mean anything in this. Whatever they will discuss with the United States will solely be something that also matters the United States. This is how China operates. And this is also how most Chinese operate. And that is, whatever it is that you think of it, the truth. That is why I say this most likely is the truth. And this is just BS. This here, they know the consequences. Well, it depends on the way how you want to read it. Yes, I'm sure they understand consequences of war. I mean, they're capable people. But he's trying to bring it like, oh, they are afraid of us. And they are totally wrong. China has always maintained whoever interferes in that matter will also become a target. No discrimination in that. And that includes, since there's no discrimination, the United States of America. Even if the United States of America would be behind the scenes pushing Taiwan into reigniting the civil hot war, they would be held accountable. This is how deep the People's Republic of China is willing to go. So Trump should not be saying things like they know the consequences. He should be wondering if he understands the consequences. Let me just show the map really, really quick and then we wrap it up, right? Especially for the Western people need to understand this. In a case of a hot war between the two sides, when the civil war would be reignited into a hot war, all this would be blocked off and sealed off because it will be a war zone. Now, why does it matter to you? Because all the ships here will never leave China. So all the goodies that you have ordered will never arrive. And why? Two reasons. Most likely, China wouldn't even allow it. But even if they would allow it, there is no shipping company that would send its expensive ships into a war zone with a high percentage of chance that it might be sinking because of an attack, which happens in wars, right? So is that what you want? What would it mean? It would mean extreme high inflation and empty shelves, which would translate into more people without a job, because if shops cannot sell their products, they go out of business. Before they go out of business, the people will get fired. Then the people have less money and the inflation is rising. And when they want to buy their toilet paper or whatever, it probably will cost you around $50, maybe for 5 sheets. And that is the honest truth. And therefore, it is so important for the West not to interfere. Because there will be people who will earn a lot of money. The ones that always earn on wars. And those are what we call in the West the 1% or the elite. In other words, the big capitalists. But you, as the citizen, will be devastated. It would be such an economic blow that the world would have never, ever seen. So keep that in mind. Therefore, we should never, ever interfere And actually, maybe if you want to interfere, ask for reunification. That would be the best option for Taiwan. Because in a case of war, they will directly come under the rule of the People's Republic of China, or in other words, the Communist Party of China. If they would be peaceful reunite, then they could at least make one country, two systems. And that would actually be really, really good for them, because they can dissolve their military into the People's Liberation Army, which means they don't have to pay for that anymore. They don't have to buy for billions of dollars weapons of the United States, which most of the time don't even arrive. That's another story. They will be protected by the People's Republic of China with forces on the island. There's no real downside to it. So, yeah. Anyway, let me know in the comment section what you think of this. Please keep it respectful. We're not uncivilized barbarians, unlike some others. I hope you understand it now. I also hope that you will see now how the governments actually are fooling you, because most of the governments agree upon the one China principle, and you understand now what it means, because there can only be one China. If you say that you recognize Taiwan, then you're saying that the entire landmass right here belongs to Taiwan. So good luck if you want to take a vacation to China with your visa asking Taiwan. Good luck if you want to do business right over here with talking with Taipei. And that is the whole thing. Anyway, let me know what you all think of this in the comment section. Please keep it respectful. We're not uncivilized barbarians. Please like, share, and if you have not yet, then follow. And as always, have a great day. Your favorite half Chinese.